Hi everyone, I'm back to an update for my acne.org regimen video, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about what products I switched up using and how the regimen has been working for me. I am currently on week 5 and I am really liking the results that I see, and I'll be telling you why I switched the products also. So here I'm showing you the coconut oil. I don't have on any makeup in this video, but if I do have on makeup, I've started using the coconut oil to remove it. And I put that all over my face, and a lot of times I wipe with a washcloth to get it off. And then right here you see me just wetting my face. Alright, so I started using the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser instead of the black soap because the black soap is drying out my skin so much. And the black soap on its own is fine, but because I was using so much of the benzoyl peroxide and I was using it in the morning time and at night time, the black soap was just a little bit too harsh. So I do still use it, like if I'm wearing a lot of really heavy makeup, I will use it to wash my face, but then I also follow up with the Cetaphil because it's actually kind of like a lotion. As you see, it doesn't really lather up, but it does still cleanse the skin really good, and I really like the way it feels on my skin. So when I wash it off, my skin doesn't feel dry. It actually feels really moisturized, kind of just like I put lotion on it. So that's what you see me doing here, and I do put it on my face and neck. Alright, and then once I wash my face, I do let it air dry for the most part, but for the purposes of this video, I did kind of pat my face so I could dry it quickly. And then I'll show you what I'll be using next, and this is what my skin looks so far, so I think it's pretty good progress from where I started. Alright, so one thing I do want to talk about is some of the limitations of the regimen. So the regimen doesn't account for what you do to your skin every single day. As for me, I wear makeup, so just that one cleanser is not enough for me. I've tried to use it just by itself, even with removing my makeup with the coconut oil, and it just does not clean my skin. So I used to use this all the time. This is it's in a Clinique bottle, but this is actually just rubbing alcohol, and I think it's like 70%. I get that and I put it on a washcloth and I just go over my whole face. Now, this could be seen as something that is really harsh. However, I do get really good results from it, and I started doing this because my fiance does it and his skin is literally perfect. And so once I saw him start doing this a while ago, I began to do this. But this just helps to make sure that I have nothing left on my skin. So no makeup, no residue from the cleanser or anything like that. And another substitute that a lot of people use, you can use a toner. I've actually used the Clinique toner that I have the alcohol in that bottle. And I do like that one as well. So that is something that I will repurchase, but at the moment I have the alcohol, so that's what I've been using. And I really do think it helps and makes sure that my skin is completely clean and clear for when I get ready to put the benzoyl peroxide on. And now the benzoyl peroxide, of course, is the most important part. I did switch to a 2.5%, and I'm actually really liking it. So this particular brand is from Neutrogena, and I love that when I put it on, it almost feels like a moisturizer. It does not make my skin feel dry at all. Now, after it's been on for a while and it does dry, you will feel the dryness, but it's nowhere near as harsh as some of the other products that I've tried. And I really like that about it. This one too, it rubs in really easily and it goes on clear, so up under makeup, it looks good. And then when you put a moisturizer on top of it, it does not curl up, well, roll up or you know, whatever happens when you put something over a product that you've already put on. Now, the downfall to buying benzoyl peroxide from the drugstore instead of the acne.org website is that it is a very, very, very tiny amount. And you're going to be using so much of it, which means you're going to be buying it a lot. So I definitely in the future want to buy the benzoyl peroxide from acne.org because you do get so much in a bottle, and it will prevent me from having to go back and forth to the store to make sure I have benzoyl peroxide. But I did order from acne.org, and I am using one of their products now that I'll talk about a little bit later in the video. But this right here is the Equate Moisturizing Lotion, which is comparable to Cetaphil. I actually decided to get this one instead of the Cetaphil lotion because the Cetaphil lotion did not have good reviews. This is the AHA Plus, which is the 10% glycolic acid from acne.org, which is really, really, really good. If you've ever used the Murad Glyco Complex, I don't remember which one it is, but it's a serum. It's almost like the exact same thing. It's the same color, same texture, same smells, and I really, really like it. However, for the purposes of this video, I am just using the moisturizer. I only use the AHA 2 to 3 times a week, and normally when I do use it, I use the AHA back to back. So it'll either be 2 days back to back or 3 days back to back. And I love the way it makes my skin feel. It's extremely hydrating, and it's perfect. I really, really like it. I've seen such a big difference in my skin, and even as I'm looking at this video, my skin looks different today than from when I filmed this video. And I actually have no active bumps on my face, so if you look at it, you will not see any bumps. You will still see the scarring because that is, you know, what takes the longest to get rid of, and that's what the AHA and the benzoyl peroxide will help do in the future. But for this purposes, I'm putting on the Cetaphil Dupe Lotion, which is the Walmart brand. Alright, and that's pretty much the routine that I do. I am really, really loving the results, so I'm definitely going to continue to do this regimen with these products now. And I will keep you guys updated on how it's going. And if you're not following me on Instagram or Snapchat, please follow me there. I'll make sure I list my Snapchat and Instagram name down in the comments so that you can follow me and keep up with updates there as well. So thank you so much for watching, and if you want to continue to see videos like this, just please subscribe. Thank you.